Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Radio Mike and thank you for clicking on this video. Feel free to subscribe. I'm getting close to 800 subscribers. Really want to get over to the 1000 subscriber mark so I can start monetizing this channel. If you like videos on movies, games, music, TV, pop culture, and just general all of that kind of stuff, then feel free to subscribe and check out some of my other vids. But today on this video, I just wanted to talk about the news that the official title and release date for the sequel and follow-up to the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which came out a few years ago, has been announced. The movie is pretty aptly titled Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and it will be out in 2022. And today I wanted to talk about my thoughts on this and what I want to see in a follow-up to that original Sonic film, so let's do it. So I actually did a review on this channel of that first Sonic movie when it came out, which was probably about a year ago now. And from memory, I was pretty critical of it and didn't think it was too good, but to be honest, in the years since, I've kind of looked back on that movie really fondly. Like, when I think about it now, I think it was pretty fun. The characterization of Sonic was really good, and there was just a lot to like about it. So I am actually pretty excited about this follow-up and what might happen in it. I guess looking back on that first movie now, one of the main criticisms I have is that I don't remember there being enough like fan service for people who were fans of the Sonic games. Like, there were definitely a bunch of references in there, but like, even in terms of Sonic's amazing score and soundtrack, there weren't really that many uses of the iconic Sonic music. Iconic Sonic music. That was unintentional. And there were a few little things like the town being called Green Hills, and I'm pretty sure towards the end there was a slow piano rendition of the Green Hill Zone theme in the movie, but overall, I just didn't think there was enough of a tribute to the games, which is what Sonic fans love so much. I also felt a bit lukewarm about the fact that it was predominantly set in the real world. We did see a lot of the Green Hill Zone world from the game in the first like 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, as well as the Mushroom Hill Zone towards the end with Dr. Eggman being sent there. But other than that, it was really grounded in the real world, and I really didn't like that very much, despite the fact that I think it was a fine movie. So here are the main things that I would really like to see in the Sonic the Hedgehog sequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Obviously, and spoilers if you haven't seen it, but it's pretty obvious that in the post-credits scene for Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails appears from a portal and is apparently looking for Sonic.
He's here. I found him. I just hope I'm not too late.
And clearly from the movie's logo, the 2 literally has Tails' tails coming out the end of it. So it's pretty obvious that Tails is going to be a centric character in this film, and it's going to be all about Tails and Sonic finding each other, being reunited, I guess, but I guess I'm unsure about how that plays out in this timeline because Sonic came to the human world when he was a child and didn't have any friends. That was a key thing about the first movie. So I guess I'm not sure if Tails and Sonic know each other already or if they're going to meet for the first time, but then it's like, what set Tails into motion to go and find Sonic? Which makes me think that maybe Sonic's parents or mother sent Tails to go and find him or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I'm really glad Tails is going to be a main part of this movie, because I think that one of the other criticisms I had about the original movie is that Sonic was the only character from the Sonic universe, and I get that that kind of makes sense because they just wanted to introduce Sonic as a character and not sort of flood the audience with all these different Sonic characters, but I actually think that the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise has some of the best designed video game characters of all time. Like, I love Sonic's design, I love Tails, I love Knuckles, even characters like Shadow and characters that no one likes like Silver, Amy Rose, Rouge the Bat. Like, all of these characters I actually think are just really well designed and cool characters, and I think they're always so edgy and they have so much personality about them. The only other franchise that I think has very similar designs to Sonic that I really like was always the Star Fox franchise. I thought Star Fox and Sonic were always some of my favorite character designs as kids. So seeing Tails at the end of that movie was really huge for me, and I thought it was awesome, and I loved the way Tails was designed, and I want to see more of Tails. But not only do I want to see more of Tails, if Tails is there, I really think, and I think that there are rumors that this is happening, but I think Knuckles should definitely be a main part of this movie too. Obviously, Tails was introduced in the second Sonic the Hedgehog game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and then Knuckles came in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, but I don't think we have to introduce them one at a time like in the games. I think that Knuckles definitely should be a villain or rival for Sonic in this movie. In the first movie, we did see Sonic being attacked by a group of echidnas, so it seemed like this lore of this movie world was kind of being established there, and I think it makes sense to bring Knuckles in. Just like in the games, they can start out as enemies and turn into rivals or friendly rivals as they are now. Essentially, I want to see more characters from the Sonic world as opposed to Sonic and Eggman. I want to see Knuckles and I want to see Tails. I seriously doubt we're going to see Shadow. I seriously doubt we're going to see any other characters from the universe. Maybe in a post-credit scene, we might get something like Metal Sonic or another game reference like that. But I really don't think we're going to see any other characters but Tails and Knuckles. But I really want Knuckles to be a character in this. And as I said before, I would love for all the great zones and the music from the games to be part of this. I don't want it to be totally centric in the human world. I want them to be going to different worlds around the Sonic universe. One of my favorite scenes from the first movie was towards the end when Dr. Robotnik is chasing Sonic and they're going through all the portals into different parts of the human world, like the pyramids, the Great Wall of China. I thought that was really cool. It was a great scene, and I really, really want to see them doing that through a lot of Sonic worlds, because I honestly thought that Green Hill Zone at the start of the movie looked absolutely incredible, and it was so amazing to see this live action version of something that I first saw in like a 16-bit animation. I thought it was amazing, and I want to see more of them like this. I also wonder if we might see the Chaos Emeralds be a part of this movie as well, and maybe even get Supersonic in this. I would really love to see Supersonic play a role towards the end of this movie in the final fight. I think that would be really, really good. However, I'm not 100% sure how they would work that in. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I think it would be really cool and such a great fan thing to include. I could be wrong, but from memory, you meet Knuckles in the games for the first time in Mushroom Hill Zone, which seems to be where Dr. Robotnik ended up at the end of the first movie. So maybe Knuckles plays a role in getting Dr. Robotnik back to the human world to find Sonic, and they team up, and then Sonic has to fight Knuckles, and eventually Knuckles goes onto Sonic's team. Sonic and Tails meet, they become friends, and maybe Tails wants Sonic to return to that world, but Sonic now has friends and a family in the real world, so he wants to stay there, and there's some conflict there. And then, you know, big fight, Sonic goes supersonic towards the end, defeats Dr. Robotnik again in one of his big contraption machine kind of things. And then, yeah, I think my ideal post-credit scene, as I said, is Dr. Robotnik. You see him creating the Metal Sonic, and that would be the hypothetical Sonic the Hedgehog 3 that we would get. But overall, I am really excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Like, I think this could be a really good movie that could be better than the first, especially if they include different Sonic characters and Sonic worlds and add in a bunch more of the Sonic music. I think that's really important, and I think a bit more fan service for people who have played the games. Put in those little Easter eggs, put in those little things, because people who haven't played the games and don't really know much about the games don't really care or notice those Easter eggs, but people who have played the games and do know a lot about the Sonic lore, I think they do really care a lot about all of that stuff. So I think there's no reason to not sort of put a bunch of stuff in the background and put a bunch of Easter eggs in there for people to see. So those are my thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Really excited for it. We know Tails is going to be in it. I'm pretty sure Knuckles will be in it, and they'll develop on that echidna thing from the first movie at the start. But what do you think? I think there are a lot of great characters from the Sonic lore that could be in this movie or could make this movie really good. Who would you want to see? What do you want to see? What tracks or Sonic worlds do you want to see in this movie? And what do you want to happen? And what do you think will be the end credits scene? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like, and thanks for checking out my video. My name's been Radio Mike, and this has been The Inside of My Mind. See you later.
But I went to run my hand through your hair and I noticed you were attached to string. You were a puppet this whole time, you were attached to string.